Welcome to Hong Kong, one of the most exciting cities in the world. My name is Dana Ko, Director of Bitlocks Limited. And today I want to introduce you to one of the most exciting innovations I know, the Bitlocks, ultimate in security and convenience. This is the new standard, barely the size of a credit card, future of security for all your financial transactions. You can use it with iOS, Android, any Bluetooth device. The housing is carved from a solid block of metal, titanium in the case of the Bitlocks Ultimate, and aerospace-grade aluminum in the case of the Bitlocks Advanced. FCC, CE compliance, Apple-approved apps, all there. All the electronics are sealed into this block of metal so that you have no worries about water, weather, or anything taking your data away from you. Nowadays, with hacking incidents on the rise, we all have to pay careful attention to our own security. The Bitlocks gives you peace of mind by keeping your security on a dedicated device which secures all of your data and keeps it in your hands, not in anyone else's. Thank you, and I'm really excited about this new product that we have for you.
Bitcoin is a technology that holds the promise of a reimagined finance industry, one that tears down borders with a transparent global currency that eliminates fraud and brings accessible banking to the unbanked people of this planet. However, in its current state, Bitcoin is incredibly hard to use and even harder to secure. That's where our mission began. I'm Melanie Shapiro, founder and CEO of Crypto Labs, and this is Case, the world's most secure and easy to use Bitcoin wallet. We believe that Case can change the face of Bitcoin. While other Bitcoin wallets force the user to choose between security and ease of use, Case doesn't make that compromise. The potential of Bitcoin is too great for that choice to exist anymore. Here's how it works. To send Bitcoin, you just press this button, scan a QR code, and swipe your finger. That's it. 3 simple steps. Receiving, buying, and selling Bitcoin is just as easy, but the really cool part is what happens under the hood. Unlike cloud wallets and software wallets, Case has no single point of failure. It's a multi-signature, multi-factor wallet that requires 2 of 3 keys for a transaction to take place. The card signs the transaction with its embedded private key and broadcasts the partially signed transaction along with minutiae extracted from the fingerprint to our server. The server verifies the fingerprint and signs the transaction with its private key to complete the transaction. And if you ever lose your Case, a 3rd key is sitting in a secure bank vault, so you can restore your wallet. Case has a built-in GSM chip, so it doesn't require a smartphone or computer to connect to the internet. It's the size of a credit card and it works in over 100 countries with no monthly fees, because a truly global currency should just work wherever you go. The topic of debate with any cryptocurrency has always been the potential for mainstream adoption. Until now. Case, the future of Bitcoin fits in your wallet.
The Opendime is one of those projects which rarely captures the imagination. Like I mentioned in the previous video, there's something distinctly cyberpunk about these devices, and when I heard there was a new version of it, I had to take a look. I have a few of these to give away too, so check the end of the video for more details. Thanks again to Rodolfo from CoinKite for sending these over to show you. The first thing you notice is the new updated design is smaller than the previous version, measuring in at 40 by 12mm. This one now has rounded edges which makes it much more comfortable when in your hand or pocket. There's also a hole at the top so you can attach it to a keychain or carry it around your neck. As well as that, the unlocking mechanism is different and more robust in this next version, but I'll get more into that later. There's also now a dedicated anti-counterfeiting chip on the board, which holds a secret key assigned by the Opendime factory, making it easier to verify that you have a genuine stick. Setup is much the same as last time and involves plugging the Opendime into a computer, phone or tablet, then dragging some files onto the drive which creates randomness to generate your unique Bitcoin private keys and address. Again, this is all done on the processor of the Opendime itself, and this process doesn't touch the computer. Once complete, you then open the index.htm file on the drive and you'll see your Bitcoin address and QR code which you can send funds to. This time around, when you want to unlock your funds and spend them, you need to get a pin or pointy tool and push it through the hole on the back of the stick. This pops out what looks like a resistor on the other side, altering the circuitry and permanently changing the flash memory in the processor. The private keys are then available on the drive and can be imported into any Bitcoin wallet to spend the funds. I think the Opendime's strongest selling points are that they're a way to securely gift someone Bitcoin, or perhaps to use as a type of paper wallet replacement for yourself. They'd be perfect for buying mid to large value items in a secure offline way, which leaves no trace on Bitcoin's blockchain. There are still some challenges to overcome regarding fluctuating exchange rates, trust and security when using these as an everyday replacement to cash, especially when transactions involve strangers.
To initialize your Ledger Blue, first tap on Configure as New Device. Choose a custom PIN code. This PIN code can be 4 to 8 digits. In our example, the PIN code contains 6 digits. Click on Continue and confirm by re-entering this code. Your Ledger Blue will now display a list of 24 words. This recovery phrase is your backup. We encourage you to copy it out on the dedicated recovery sheet and keep it in a safe place. Write down each word following carefully the numerical order appearing on the secure screen. The 24 words are displayed 4 by 4. Take your time to copy them with care. This random string of words allows you to restore your configuration if you forget your PIN code, lose your device, or need to import your accounts in another wallet. Click on Next to go forward and Previous if you need to double check. Your device will then ask you to confirm a few words. Here, word number 10 is Expose. Enter the entire word or tap the first letters and select the one of the suggestions. The 23rd word of our example is Parrot. If you made a mistake, you can delete the latest characters and retype the right ones. The configuration of your device only takes a few seconds. You can tap the link at the bottom of the screen if you need to know how to contact Ledger's assistance. All done. You can now securely access your Ledger Blue apps.
Hi, I'm Michael, a co-founder of KeepKey, a Bitcoin startup company. We found Bitcoin to be an exciting digital payments platform that can be used for ultra-low-cost payments, both online and in the real world.
Bitcoin is a fascinating technology that will remodel the way money works, among other things. The whole idea of Bitcoin is to reduce fees, speed up transactions, and make products and services cheaper for everyone. You can use it a number of ways: as an investment, a savings account, an online spending account, or even to prove that a document, picture, or other creative work existed at a certain point in time.
Bitcoin is a stable technology that's developed rapidly in the last few years. We think it's the future of finance, so we want to make a product that solves issues with storing Bitcoin.
The main risk in Bitcoin is hackers stealing your private keys, which are used to spend your Bitcoins. To solve this issue, people use cold storage, which is a very secure way to store your Bitcoins. It keeps the private key disconnected from the internet, so it's the safest way to stop hackers. Current cold storage methods, such as paper wallets, offline computers, and hardware devices, are inconvenient to use. I would like to pay with Bitcoin.
Sure, this is no bill. Our team has come up with a convenient and safe way to store and spend Bitcoins.
Introducing Cool Wallet. Cool Wallet is the most convenient cold storage method that has ever been designed.
After months of development, we have designed some prototypes. You will be able to see the Bitcoin and equivalent fiat balance from the e-paper display. The wallet can generate almost unlimited keys. The card is flexible, waterproof, and it has one button to switch accounts and authorize transactions.
The core wallet is what's known as a cold wallet. It stores the private key to your Bitcoin on the card and never goes online. When you set up the core wallet, you pair the card with up to 3 of your smartphone, tablet, or computer devices. Make a backup and you are ready to transact. We have developed a convenient way to authorize transactions called tap-tap. Once the core wallet gets a request for transaction, it asks the user to authorize it by generating a one-time password. You tap the card twice to send the generated password to the paired device. Press the button on the card, and your device will send your transaction to the Bitcoin network.
We found a reliable manufacturer that can make wallet available for you. We are also working with partners in the Bitcoin space to release merchants' point-of-sale hardware so that you will be able to spend Bitcoins using just the cool wallet.
A better world with Bitcoin.
We love Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, freedom and opportunity.
Hi, I'm Chadrick. I've been investing in cryptocurrency for the last 5 years. The recent Bitcoin exchange hacks reminds me it's no longer safe to store my Bitcoins in other people's platforms. So I started to try using Bitcoin wallets to secure my digital assets. I have tried both hot and cool wallets on the market. And this is what I found. Most of the cryptocurrency wallets were designed way back when digital currency was invented, which means they are either out of date, user-unfriendly, or lack basic functionality. Many do not even support iOS, and most importantly, they are not as secure as they claim. So that's why I invented Hufo, the world's most secure cryptocurrency hardware wallet. Hufo includes a waterproof cryptocurrency smart hardware wallet that secures your private keys and a mother box that charges your wallet wirelessly while storing your signature in case your hardware wallet gets lost or stolen. As cryptocurrency owners know, your private keys are unique and must be secured at all times to prevent theft of your currency. No matter how unprotected your computer or internet connection is, as long as your private key is safe, your digital assets are safe. Existing wallets can't totally isolate the signing step from the Bitcoin network. Even USB connection hardware wallets can be hacked if your computer is connected to the internet during the transaction. Hufo, on the other hand, signs your transaction completely offline. To achieve that, Hufo sends the encrypted transaction data via Bluetooth 4.0, which makes the transaction virtually hack-proof. The entire signing process only takes about 2 seconds. Each wallet remembers the unique Bluetooth MAC address that only belongs to your cell phone when you first created your wallet with Hufo, so your wallet can never be paired with any other phones. Most wallets are still using the old generation chips, which has been hacked many times. Hufo uses a unique, highly encrypted security X chip to provide another level of security to protect your transaction. Ditch the complicated password wallets. Hufo lets you access your wallet using your highly secure yet simple and fast fingerprint and face recognition. Meanwhile, the two-factor authentication ensures only you can use the access in the wallet app. Now, let me show you how Hufo works. Step 1. Turn on your Bluetooth setting. Pair your phone with your wallet. Step 2. Log in with your fingerprint. Step 3. Put in the address of the person receiving your coins and the amount you would like to send. Then press send. Step 4. Now the wallet signs the transaction in an isolated environment and then sends the transaction data back to blockchain. Step 5. After the transaction being approved by blockchain, Hufo will tell you your transaction has successfully gone through. As soon as the transaction completes, the wallet's Bluetooth connection automatically terminates to keep everything safe. And the best thing is, your private keys are never held or known by Hufo or any other third party. Hufo is transparent, backdoor free, and very easy to use. It is a digital currency wallet that supports multi-currency, multiple cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. With Hufo's real-time cryptocurrency price monitor, you can invest more wisely. Hufo keeps your private key in the hardware wallet and never exposes it. The mother box lets you recover your backup private key even if your wallet is lost or stolen. The multiple levels of security make it impossible for someone to steal your digital currency. Now you don't need to worry about your digital currency disappearing. With Hufo, your digital assets are totally safe. Hufo, the world's most secure wallet for cryptocurrencies.
This is a digital Bitbox. A digital Bitbox is a hardware wallet for Bitcoins that brings simplicity and rock-solid security to you. This is how it works. Simply plug it into a USB slot and go to the digital Bitbox app on your computer. All USB communication is encrypted and unlocked with a password. In the app, check your balance, get addresses to receive coins, and spend coins, like this. Enter the destination address, the amount, then create the transaction. The transaction gets sent to the digital Bitbox to be approved and signed using private keys that are locked securely inside it. To complete the transaction, hold the touch button, or touch briefly to cancel. It's as simple as that. Optionally, verify the transaction using our second-factor authentication app. To learn more and to see why the digital Bitbox is the right wallet for you, check out our website. Be your own bank with Bitcoin. Get your own security team with the digital Bitbox. Built on military-grade cryptography and Swiss standards of quality, move on with peace of mind.
Keeping your Bitcoins on your computer is problematic because it's hard to secure it. There's a private key that's in your wallet. If someone gets that key, they can get all of your Bitcoins. If you lose that key, you lose access. So that key is the key to everything in the Bitcoin world. What that means is that you have to make sure that your computer is secure. I know some people that go so far as to storing their wallet on a computer that never goes online. Right? Because every time you go online, you run the risk of getting a virus or getting a keylogger where, somebody's going to be able to record your keystrokes. The alternative then is to store your Bitcoins with a service or on an exchange or an online wallet. But keeping your Bitcoins with a third party is also problematic because you have to be able to trust them. The best way to keep your key safe is to limit its exposure to the internet. KeepKey makes that simple. The private key is on the device and it never leaves the device. It's very hard to do the wrong thing when you're using a device like this. You plug it into your computer when you need it. When you don't need it, you take it and you put it in a safe, you put it somewhere secure. Nobody has access to your private key. The private key never leaves the device. When you get your KeepKey, it's really easy to set up. You have to install a Chrome extension on your Chrome browser, and that's the software that allows you to initialize and send transactions with your KeepKey. Plug the device into your computer, and it will prompt you for a name for the device, and that's so that you can distinguish between multiple devices if you have more than one. And then it's going to ask you for a PIN for the device, and that's the PIN that you'll need to enter when you want to do a transaction. And then the device is going to, one time only, tell you what your private key is so that you can write it down and store that away as a backup. Let's say I want to buy a safe on Overstock.com. So I go to their website, I find the safe that I want, and I put it into my shopping cart, go through the checkout process. And one of the options there is to use Bitcoins. And so when I click on that button, the KeepKey software pops up on your browser and it automatically populates the details of the transaction, the address that it's going to and the amount. Your KeepKey is going to ask for your PIN because it wants to make sure that it's really you. And so then you confirm the transaction on the device and it automatically sends the signed transaction back to the Chrome extension, which automatically broadcasts the transaction to the Bitcoin network. And a week later, your safe shows up.
Hi, I'm Marek. And I'm Pavel.
And this is a video campaign for our Bitcoin project. Do you know about Bitcoin? If you do, you probably like it. Bitcoin has the potential to become a viable, universal type of currency. It can provide significant benefits in open economy and improve the society in general.
We are both huge Bitcoin fans, even before it was cool, and because we love it, we'd like to see it grow, prosper, and be widely adopted.
One of the biggest challenges the current Bitcoin ecosystem is facing is security. Bitcoin is getting more and more attractive to hackers and thieves. There are stories of hundreds and thousands of Bitcoin stolen, and it will get worse.
While Bitcoin is a beautifully designed system, its weakest point lies in the security of the end users and their computers. A simple keylogger is enough for an intruder to disappear with your Bitcoin wallet with next to zero probability to be tracked and caught. And this is why such activities are so tempting. If you are not a security expert, you can never know if your computer is vulnerable or compromised. Statistics say every single second a computer somewhere falls victim to backdoors or Trojans. The solution to this problem wasn't easy at all. We wanted to develop something that's both ultimately secure and easy to use at the same time. And this is it, the Trezor.
Trezor is a tiny USB device which makes Bitcoin transactions secure. It's not a flash drive. Actually, it's a single-purpose computer which holds your Bitcoin private keys and signs transactions for you. In order to send Bitcoins from your wallet, you need to confirm the transaction shown on the display. Thanks to Trezor, you can send and receive Bitcoins even on compromised computer with complete peace of mind.
Trezor will work with every Bitcoin client. It's small, durable, and fancy.
And it's open source, so you can be 100% sure it does exactly what it's supposed to do. You can even build your own if you don't trust us because of our funny accent. Our project is endorsed by some big names from Bitcoin community.
A hardware wallet will help add extra security to Bitcoin. It provides safe, secure storage for any business or person who wishes to hold Bitcoin.
Hardware devices like the Trezor that cannot be infected by malware will be making holding Bitcoins as easy and secure as holding paper money. They are an exciting step in the evolution of Bitcoin, from an experiment for geeks to a payment system anybody can use.
Trezor will be a big step forward in keeping your Bitcoin safe. I'm happy to be adding Trezor support into Multibit.
Trezor is the first hardware wallet that offers a really good answer to the question of how to store your Bitcoins.
I believe Trezor will be a truly organic addition to Bitcoin, something everybody was waiting for without even knowing it. It is a qualitative leap for client-side security.
We are quite sure that even father of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, would be satisfied with Trezor design.
By supporting Trezor, you will do a good thing. For you, for the community, and for our society. Trezor will make Bitcoin safe. Safer Bitcoin is easier to use by common people, and a widespread Bitcoin means stronger and successful Bitcoin.
Help us to secure and expand the Bitcoin world. Thank you.
The Ledger Nano S comes in its box with a USB cable and few accessories. The metallic cover can be opened by a rotation and protects an OLED screen. The Nano S features two buttons on the upper side that you will press to navigate in the user interface, and a micro USB port to connect. Plug it to power and use it. Press the right button to go up and the left button to go down. Press both buttons simultaneously to validate. When you are done, the device can be safely powered off by unplugging the cable.